Anchor is the easiest way to make a podcast. Anchor gives you everything you need in one place for free, which you can use right from your phone or computer. Creation tools allows you to record and edit your broadcast so it sounds great. And they even distribute your broadcast for you so that it can be heard everywhere. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts. So make sure you download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started.
This is FET News with Damian Anderson. Hi everyone, I'm your host, Damian Anderson, and here are your FET News for today. Daren Frett is back this week. Mr. Kwame will be back on Friday, December 27th to guest co-host with Daren Frett. There are 2 brand new episodes on today, so make sure you tune in. Brand new episodes comes out every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern, so make sure you tune in. Also, make sure you follow us on all of our social media platforms. On Facebook at Future Educators Talk with Damian Daren, on Twitter at Future Ed EDU Talk, and on Instagram at Future Educators Talk. And make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel at Future Educators Talk with Damian Daren. And make sure you hit that bell to get notified on all new future episodes, because if you don't, then you are certainly missing out. So that is it from me. So make sure you listen in to today's episode of Future Educators Talk.
While every shelter pet is unique, some love a good game of fetch. Others would rather snuggle together on the couch. However, there is one thing that they all have in common. They are all pure love. Right now, millions of pets in shelters and rescues across the country are waiting to be adopted. And did you know only 44% of dogs and 47% of cats in American homes come from animal shelters and rescue groups? The unique qualities of each and every shelter pet added up to an incredible bond between every shelter pet and parent. So if you're thinking about getting a pet this holiday season, make sure you visit the shelterpetproject.org. This is brought to you by the Ant Council, Maddie's Fund, and the Human Society of the United States.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Yes. Christmas is almost here. Only one day away.
One day away. And I know them kids like, yes, I ain't got to go see nobody. Nobody. All right. Let's get it on. Let's get it on.
Let's go. All right, welcome to Future Educators Talk with Damian Daren. I am your co-host. I'm your host, Daren Frett. As you can hear, Mr. Kwame is not here today. He'll be back on Friday, December 27th. Also, Damian Anderson is out today. He'll be back on Monday, December 30th. And today, for this special Christmas Eve, yes, I have the one and only Mr. Luther.
Yes, the one and only.
Yes. On this Christmas Eve, so you know it's You know it's going to be a good episode.
Yes, sir.
You know it's going to be.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's get into it. What are we talking about today?
So today we're going to talk about why is middle school so hard for many students. That is the topic. That is the topic that we are talking about today.
Well, it's okay. So look, we ain't gonna be too much popcorn going on today because Mr. Luther got a family too. But I'm gonna give us some good school. We're gonna talk a little bit. We're gonna get some good things going on, and we're gonna enjoy our day. But if you think about it, you got to think about it now. It's always a pattern. You understand what I'm saying? When you're born, you know nobody knows who you are, right? And then when you step into that stage of elementary school, you have to start out as a kindergartner. Don't nobody know who a kindergartner is. You understand what I'm saying? And then as you transition, first, second, third, fourth, by the time you get to the 5th grade, guess what you is? You the big dog. Like everybody knows who you are. And then it's middle school. And now you about to do this whole cycle again because guess what? You're in 6th grade. Ain't nobody know who you are as a 6th grader. Because now the 6th grade that are 7th graders, guess what? They've already been through it. So they like, yo, I'm in the 7th grade now. Like, I ain't got to go through this no more. I had to build an identity for myself. So if you think about it, it's just a hard transition all around because you got 6th graders that are going into the 7th grade, right? And then you got your 7th graders going into the 8th grade. 8th grade, come on now, like that's your 13 and 14-year-olds. You know, they're starting to get puberty. You understand it? Pimples, acne, like you get what I'm saying? I gotta dress this way, and these are the type of friends that I want to hang with, because you know, and so it's a whole lot going on. So you know it's gonna make it tough. And then you got those 5th graders coming in as 6th graders, and they don't really know what's going on because they still have that elementary mindset, if that makes sense of what I'm saying. So now they got to regroup all over again because guess what? They have to start fresh. And so now that because they've started fresh, you get what I'm saying? They're not really accepted within that 7th and 8th grade community, if that makes sense. They are only accepted within that 6th grade community because why? All of them came in together. And that's from whatever schools they came from 5th grade, then you know they got their own orientation. So like in Florida, right? You have 6th grade hallway, you got 7th grade hallway, and you got 8th grade hallway. Now you tell me within them time frames what you see 6th, 7th, 8th grade really mingling. They're not. They got their own separate buildings. Only time they really mingle if they come to the football games, basketball. You understand what I'm saying? Or if you know, I might follow you on Snapchat here, I might follow you on IG, or we might play ball together, things like that. But the transition is just tough because they're always moving. So they're not really getting time to just settle in with each other to build those relationships with 7th and 8th graders, if that makes sense of what I'm saying.
Oh yeah. They have to start all over. They, you know, especially for 5th graders, they think they're all the big dog, and then once they get to middle school, they have to start all over. You're not the big dog anymore. The 8th grades now, they're the big dogs now. So
exactly,
got to go back to square one. So
and it's like, and then think about this too. Okay, so we've already talked about the puberty level, right? So that's your acne. You understand what I'm saying? Now mom's gotta get the clear seal or the Noxzema to help you, you know, relinquish your face to make sure your face. And everybody doesn't go through acne. It might be something else. You understand what I'm saying? Like, let's be honest. You typical cycle. You get what I'm saying? I have daughters. You understand what I'm saying? But you might be in the 6th grade. You might reach your first cycle, and you don't know what to do. You get what I'm saying? Because you didn't expect it. So now you got to call moms and say, Mom, I need an extra pair of clothes because this is what happened. You understand what I'm saying? And it's not an embarrassment to you. It's just life. You wasn't expecting those things. So it's hard because then if your classmates see it, if you're not smart enough, or if you don't have that one friend say, hey, just put my jacket on you. You get what I'm saying? And then you go handle your business. Or you got that one friend who said, oh, I went through that. You understand what I'm saying? I went through that like 3 months. I got something in my bag. Like, excuse me, teacher, can I? You get what I'm saying? And they go to the teacher and say in a proper way, like, hey, she's going through. Can I? And the teacher's like, yeah, go handle that. Not embarrassing her. You understand? Like, so most teachers would do. Oh, she done finally came on her. You don't do that to a child.
Seriously?
Oh,
Seriously?
Yeah, I've seen it. Like, I was subbing, and the lady was like, "Oh my gosh, she came on her pic." Don't do that. Don't do that.
Really?
Yeah. And she was so embarrassed, and I was like, "How would you feel if that was you? Or how would you feel if that was your daughter?" The respectable, the professional, respectable thing would have been, "Come here, sweetie. Let me talk to you for a second. I noticed you said something out loud and I overheard it. And so I'm gonna get you what you need to call your mom." You get what I'm saying? Like, but in a low way so that the other kids don't know what's going on. And guess what? They feel better now. Because now when they leave, they're like, okay, I'm good. You get what I'm saying? I just gotta wait for mom, dad to come up here and bring me some clothes, and I can get on with the rest of my day. But now because you done said this, guess what the children gonna go in the hallway and do? Such and such. That's another thing we deal with in middle school too, right? Gossip. Always gossip going on.
Gossip, yeah. It can spread like wildfire.
What? Listen, middle school is tough too because of gossip. Because they would gossip about the stupidest, craziest things. And it's like, dude, it wasn't even that serious. But you really came back to school and so because I was at the mall. And yeah, I might be I'm a 7th grader. I'm that dude, I play football or whatever. And because you see me at the mall with an 8th grader, now the whole school knows. Like, first of all, that wasn't even your place. And secondly, even if I am talking to her, who are you? You are not TMZ. So why are you out here like, you get what I'm saying? Or what's the favorite one they love to do? They want to Snapchat stuff. First of all, I know you ain't got me on your Snapchat. First of all, that's just a no-no. Because you didn't even get my permission. But if I do it to you, man, you need to get me off your Snap. No, You got me on yours. So why I can't put you on mine? You put my business out there in the street, and then let me put your business out here in the street. And since you want to gossip about me, let's talk about the fact that you like such and such. He like it. It's just middle school.
Oh, don't do that.
You're like, oh my goodness, he like such and such. Oh, I'm finna, dude, relax. Because like I told my kids when I was subbing, in middle school, bro, you don't need no one girlfriend or no one boyfriend because you ain't committed for real. This is puppy love. Because think about this. We talking about why is it so hard? So think about this. If I'm an 8th grade young man and my girl is in the 7th, guess where I'm going to next year? I'm going to high school. You'll only be in the 8th grade. Check me out. When I get into high school, that's 9th, 10th, and that's 10th, 11th, and 12th graders. And 9th. Come on now. You might have a banging dress code in middle school, but you still growing. I get to high school, especially if I'm playing sports or something, or my grades like that, and I start really connecting with people on the same level as me. Come on now. There is a such thing as high school sweetheart love. We do know that, right? We've seen it.
Yep.
And now you got her, and now what is she doing in middle school now? She don't know what to do. Why? Because she can't see you no more. You understand what I'm saying? So think about that. Think about all the drama stuff with that. And you up there at that new school, and you don't care about me. I never told you I was gonna be committed to you, especially if I already told you from the beginning. Look, you do know I'm in the 8th grade, right? Because I don't want this to make you feel any type of way. I don't want you to feel like if I don't want to be with you, your grades are gonna drop. You're gonna be distant. You're not gonna be so. You understand what I'm saying? Like it's so much that goes on in middle school. It's too much to talk about because you see it every day. You ain't got them shoes. You ain't got that type of hairstyle, so you can't be with them girls over there. You don't play basketball, so you can't sit at this table. Cause you don't play football, you can't sit at that table. All the nerds sit over there. That stuff still goes on. whether people want to believe it or not. But I find it funny because I seen it and I went to the nerd table and guess what? Them nerds was cool, yo. They called them nerds. Why? Because of their grades. But these nerds, listen to me now. Dress code was on the swaggy million because they dress code was like that. I'm talking about coming in with the bread 11s on, Hollister jeans with the Hollister shirt with the jet. But these your nerds though. But your nerds, you get what I'm saying? They got swag. Y'all just don't want to give them the props. Why? Because they're in AP courses. You understand what I'm saying? They're in honor classes.
Cause they smart.
Huh?
Cause they smart.
Because they smart. And you're not realizing that the same dude you talking about might be that dude you're going to need if you ever stumble and need help with something. That's why it's called tutors. And if you really think about it, now think about this one now. Why do most tutors never want to deal with athletes a lot? Because they've been picking on them for so long, they ain't got time. Because now you're in my world. You get what I'm saying? So since you in my world, I'm going to treat you how you treat me. And since I got to tutor you, I don't want to tutor you right now. I ain't never said I wasn't going to tutor you, but I'm not going to tutor you right now. I'm going to make you suffer a little bit how you made me suffer.
Thank you.
You get what I'm saying? Like, I know you got a D in the class. I know you got a D in the class. I know you're 40 points away from getting an F. So I'm not going to make you get that F. Like, I'm not going to make you suffer that much, but I'm going to make you suffer like 5 points. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to make you suffer a little bit. You're going to get that 60. You're going to get that 60. And then you're going to think about, like, I don't want to talk about him no more. Like, okay, let me put my pride aside and say, you know what, dude, I apologize. You understand what I'm saying? Now that we got that out the way. And guess what? I apologize for being ignorant too, because I made you suffer through not tutoring you. But now that we got it all off our chest, let's get the business and do what we got to do. And then you start to see those bonds. You get what I'm saying? You start to see a little drama-free, activity, because now they understand, like, just like you need me, I'm gonna need you. And these are the same. And the funny thing about it, these are the same kids who come support you at your football games. That'd be the funny part. These are the same people that come support you. But you would come to school and make me feel like I don't belong here. That's what we deal with, and that's what you deal with in middle school. That's what we deal with. And then it becomes a question of how do we fix it? You can't fix everything. So remember now, it's hard, right? Well, let's talk about the kids who don't smell good at school. You understand what I'm saying? Those kids. It's hard because those kids are cruel and they pick on them. But where are the teachers who care and say, hey, coach such and such, hey, listen, we've been noticing that such and such has been coming to school. We found out that, he's homeless, so he goes from shelter to shelter. That's what we need to do. Kind of need to get him to school early. Let's put a plan together. And what I mean by that, we'll get him to school early. He can take a bath. We always get clothes coming in that's donated, put on some fresh clothes. You get what I'm saying? Now you ain't exposing the child in front of the school. Now the kid can go take a shower. He fresh. Now he got on fresh clothes. He feels good about himself. You understand what I'm saying? Now he can go to school with his head held high because why? They not picking on me. They're not saying that and some of them kids, they can't help it because of their situation. But who are you to sit here and make this child feel less of a person? Because your mom has it or your dad has a job, and that's fine. I don't take away from that. We have a lot of single parent homes, I get it, but we have some good homes too where families, our mommy and daddy are in the household. And that family is an uplifting family. You get what I'm saying? But we have families too where mommy and daddy is in the household and it ain't working. And mommy and dad like, bro, we about to get a divorce and I'm about to take kids. You understand what I'm saying? But you're picking on this child because that child doesn't smell good. Then guess what? How about our generation started taking initiative. Let's get some Martin Luther Kings, some Malcolm X's, some Sojourner Truth, some Harriet Tubmans. You understand what I'm saying? And y'all start doing things for your classmates yourself. Hey, Coach Lou. Yes, ma'am. Can I talk to you for a second? Yeah, what's up? I noticed such and such. You get what I'm saying? So look, I'm gonna talk to Mom Duke. I know we got some canned goods we really don't use. I got some food that we probably don't eat. Can we do something for them? Okay. You understand? Instead of just making that person feel less of who he is. Or yeah. But you get what I'm saying. Like we have to make them feel. We have to make them feel important.
Yeah, because everyone is a person.
Exactly. Everyone is a person, and if we start having our kids do that, you understand what I'm saying? Then guess what? Then other kids will start saying, "Hey, let me do this cause." Because we always do the anti-bullying cause in middle school, right? We always doing that one. Every time you look around, it's anti-bully this. Okay, so what about the kids who's homeless? Why we can't do nothing for them with that? I ain't think about that though. You ain't put together no plan for that. What about the kids who are a little disabled but still can blend in with the general population? You understand what I'm saying? They don't have to go with other kids who have disabilities. Y'all still make them feel bad too. Oh, he's in a wheelchair. He'll never walk. Okay. And then what if that happened to you? Let's just say you miraculously playing football one day and God just decided, I'm going to take your time away from you and I'm going to put you in a wheelchair just like that and see how you're going to respond to it. You wouldn't know how to handle it. Why? Because it never happened to you before. And then when it happens to you, like I said, you don't know how to handle it. You get what I'm saying? And then when the same thing that you did to that person happens to you, then what are we dealing with now? Now we're going to go into this whole mental aspect of mental health and all this stuff, right? But this never would have happened to you if you would have did right by your peers or been the person to step up and say, hey, that ain't cool. You get what I'm saying? But everybody want to run and say, I'm depressed. I'm going through something. And what you think you put somebody else through? That's what we did in middle school. That's why it's hard. There's too many personalities running around. So since there's a lot of personalities running around, how can we fix it? You fix it like we talked about it, like we talk about in any episode we talk about. It starts with us as teachers. You have to set the example from beginning to end. Don't care what you did last year. This is a new year. Let's focus on the new school year. Let's come together as teachers. Okay, we got this kid. Hey, excuse me. I had this kid in my class last year. This is what he's going through. I don't know what he's going through now, but this is the plan that I put together for him. Since he's already transitioned now into the 6th grade, this is what I feel can help him. I'm not telling you how to teach. You understand what I'm saying? I'm just giving you the blueprint of what I've already done. Then you take your blueprint and we put it together and he can succeed in the 6th grade. Instead of the whole, you trying to tell me how to teach my class? First of all, nobody even said nothing about trying to teach your class. I'm telling you about a student that I had who's coming to 6th grade that I know is going to need some help in certain areas. When did you ever hear me say, d? I never said that. I never said that about your teaching. I could care less. You understand what I'm saying? I just want to make sure this child is getting the help and getting the attention that they need, so they don't have this nervous breakdown that they had in my class. If we can come together as educators, like I said, it'll be fine. But because, like I said, there's so many different personalities, and because you got so many people here who pump faking like they really want to teach, that's why you get like real good teachers. I heard a real good teacher told me this out her own mouth. She said, education is not fun anymore because they don't want the children to succeed how they need to succeed. So it's not fun for me no more. And I'm looking to retire soon. Come on, man. And this is a good teacher. This is a good teacher who care about them kids. You understand what I'm saying? And when you say it ain't fun no more, that's a problem. That's a problem. That's that, y'all have podcasts. Man. You have podcasts, right? That's if y'all were ever to go on Twitter or Instagram right now and say, this ain't fun for us no more. We're not gonna do this no more. You know how people would feel? Because there are a lot of educational podcasts. Like, exactly. And there are a lot of educational podcasts out here. And I'm not saying none of them are good, because apparently they doing their thing. You understand what I'm saying? But everybody has a different audience, right? Everybody has a different audience. So we tend to cling to the people in their 20s, maybe early 30s. You understand what I'm saying? So we have ours, then opposed to those people who, have those people who are, got their PhDs and everything like that. Okay, but at the end of the day, everybody is talking to their audience of the people who listen to them. Like Kwame, dude got some good guests on his stuff. But when I spoke to him with you that day, you could tell he just changed it because he knew his audience. He knew who would be listening. So he said some big words, right? And then he broke it down and said, this is why I said this. Because you might have that one, I was like, oh, I ain't never heard that word before. So he broke it down and let you know, hey, this is what I mean when I say X, Y, and Z. So if you say it's not fun anymore, exactly, and that's how it is with our middle schoolers, because to them, education and going to school ain't how it used to be. I remember when I was in school, bro, I was getting up like at 2:00 in the morning because I was OD excited, like, I'm ready. Especially when I got to middle school, because I knew I was going to get a locker too. I'm like, I'm going to be in the hallway, posted on my locker. Like, I'm there. You understand what I'm saying? I'm there. I'm posted in the hallway, fresh outfit, and then the bell ring. I'm like, oh snap! I've never told nobody this.
Going to the first class of the day.
Well, listen, I've never told nobody this story. This will be the first time I tell this story to anybody. Hey, it's on a podcast. It was the first time. So I had my locker, right? And I almost peed on myself because I couldn't get my locker open. I almost peed on myself, yo. I said, hold on. I said, let me relax. I relaxed. I had like 2 minutes left before class because they had already rang the warning bell. So I'm like, oh snap, yo. And I'm like, okay. But I didn't pee on myself. But I got my locker open. You get what I'm saying? But at the same time, I'm a sixth grader. You understand what I'm saying? So look, I ain't used to this. It's basically you got to remember the combination, but you got to go this way, you got to go back that way, and then you stay the same way to get it open. Man, I was going that way, going back that way, I'm like, bruh, this ain't working for me. I'm about to pee on myself. But I made the class in time. But those are just like obstacles like we deal with as a middle schooler too. Because think about it, if you come from a school that probably had like 300 students, right? That ain't a lot, right? But then you go to the biggest middle school, man, you got over like something thousand kids there. And we talking about the big middle schools that got the upstairs, downstairs. You get what I'm saying? Like that building way over there. God, no, I ain't know I had to do all this. But the 7th and 8th graders, they know. Like the 6th graders or 7th graders, they know now because they remember because they've already experienced it. So they know, like, I got this much time to get from this building to that building. But then you do have some teachers who say, you know what? Let me help. I'm not even gonna mark you tardy. Why not? Because I know this is a transition for you. But look, it's the first week of school, so I'm gonna give you the first week to get yourself together. You get what I'm saying? Because I know you're not getting to my class late on purpose. Especially if you got that one teacher who just want to hope the bell don't dismiss you. Oh my good lady, if you tell me that one more time, don't tell me that no more.
Ooh.
Don't. You done had that experience too, right? I think everybody had that one teacher.
Yeah.
I dismiss you. The bell don't.
Yes.
What, lady? If I don't,
if we become late, we're gonna have a problem.
And listen, especially if the high school big, you like, lady, I got to come. I'm in chemistry right now. I got to go to world history. That's literally on the other side of campus. We got 5 minutes to get in between classes. You already keeping us in here for. You already been talking for like 3. Are you gonna write us a pass? No. So, okay. And when I get to class, I'm gonna tell that teacher to call you. And please don't say, "Oh, well, they act like they didn't want to be quiet." So no. You better tell them. You said the bell don't dismiss you. I do.
Yeah, I had that experience.
And these are what middle schoolers go through, right? We saying difficult times. This is what they go through because it's that one teacher. It's always that one.
That one teacher, not 2, that one.
And then it's that one teacher. You know, everybody else be like, enjoy your break, have a great day. It's that one teacher. Yeah, you're gonna have a 2-page essay of why. Wait, excuse me, 2-page.
Wait, hold on. What?
A 2-page. Are you okay? Cause see, I'm that guy. I don't know if you were that guy, but I'm that guy. I'm gonna raise my hand and say, I'm not trying to get in your business. You can call my mom right now, and you can tell I disrespected you. I don't feel like I did, but are you married? Do you have a family? Like, I just want to know. I just want to know because you're giving me a 2-page essay. I just want to know. Are you okay? You're single, okay? You don't have no life. In my life, I just grade papers. You're not getting no 2-page essay from me. I'm just letting it be known. Especially if you tell me, if you say it's only 5% of your grade, oh, I'm good. I got 100 in here. So guess what? I'll take that 95. I take it. I'm good. I'm gonna pass your class. Who does that? They do.
What?
But it's difficult in high school because you're doing. Come on, man! It's Christmas break. It's spring break. Listen. You better not tell me. Well, I just need to prepare you guys. I'm preparing you for the test, dude. The test ain't till March.
What?
Literally, we got the whole month of January and
What
February.
What are we doing? What are we doing? Hold up.
Dude or lady, ma'am, sir, I'm trying to go home and get on 2K20 right now. I'm trying to get online with my friends and play some Call of Duty. You sitting up there telling me I got a 2-page. Hey, mom, daddy, I'm finna let you know right now, while I'm in the classroom on the phone, talking in the classroom, I know you're probably like, why are you calling me and you're in class? I'm not doing the 2-page essay. I'm telling you straight up. Mom and dad probably like, say, come again? Say what?
Say what?
Hey,
again.
Come again, because like I support education. I never said that I want to support my child. My son and my daughter. But come on now, 2-page essay, and then you got that one principal. Well, I like the fact that they can do a little bit of work over the break. Negro.
What? What? No. No.
Last time we checked. When I looked when we moved into this district and I looked at your school is a 10 out of 10. What are we doing? Your school is a 10 out of 10. You're an A school. What are you talking about? What you talking about, Cletus? Because I don't get what you're talking about right now. You're talking about an essay on what Christmas means to you. I can tell you what Christmas means to me. You could have just told us to come in the classroom.
Not doing this
right. No, I want to know what it means. Okay. So then we're laughing now, right? That part's funny. But then this the part that's not funny. What about the child who won't have a Christmas? You understand what I'm saying? What about that child? And you want me to write an essay, and you want me to talk about this in front of my peers? I don't want. You get what I'm saying? I'm not finna sit up here and tell you that my mom got laid off. How we've been moving from home to home. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm not finna tell you about that. Or I hate to say it, but it's true. My mom have to sell her body just to get. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm not finna write about that. Well, my dad is a drug dealer, and he has to. That's the only way he can make fast money for me and my family to live. And we know it's wrong, right? But if that's the only source of income right now, why do we judge those people too? That's another thing kids deal with. The economy, the economics, where they're coming from. Middle class, low class, high. Remember, we always, middle class and high class people are good. They're fine. They're accepted into society. Then you got the Section 8 people. You know I ain't lying. You got the Section 8 people. They don't even want the daddy to stay at the house. Why? Because they just want the moms and the kids there. Why? So they can try to get that money. You understand what I'm saying? And you need to run down there. You need to put them on child support. No, put them on child support for what? The daddy's here. The daddy is here. Yeah, I might work at McDonald's, but guess what? I'm making $15.50 and working 40 hours every goddamn day. Guess what? My kids gonna get what they get. How you gonna tell me I can't be with my children? I'm not that type of father. I'm not a deadbeat. You're not finna make me to be a deadbeat either. But you want me to talk about that though? That's what you want me to write on my essay? You want me to talk about that? No, I'm not finna talk about that. I'm not finna talk about how I get slapped around at home because my dad's a drunk or my mom's a drunk and they abuse me verbally. They might not physically abuse me, but they abuse me verbally because, you understand, they don't go to rehab. But you want me to write about this. And if I walk in the house 1 minute late, 2 minutes late, I'm getting verbally abused. But it's not my fault because you know what time the bus drops me off. You get what I'm saying? But this is what you want me to write about my experience with Chris. And then what happened? I didn't know such and such. I can't believe you guys. You talking about this student. You're the one who created the monster. You're the one who told me to write about what I experienced over my Christmas break. You ain't gotta be speechless. It's the truth. You know it's the truth. You know it's the truth. You know it's the truth. I mean, how you feel? How do you feel about it? What are your takes?
I'm just reading at this point because really?
Yeah, but that's why middle school is so difficult. That's why it's difficult. Because like we said before, they just have different personalities. And you're dealing with a lot of different personalities.
And different aspects too.
Exactly. And if now there have been some good Samaritan stories. I believe it was the football team. They was at a high school, and the kid, they say he was wearing like the same clothes, and they came together and they gave him some new shoes, some new clothes. He was so excited. You get what I'm saying? And the dude on the football team was like, man, I couldn't have you walking around school like this no more. But he said, man, I would pick on that kid. For you to admit that shows your maturity as a man. Because at least you say, you know what? I used to pick on that kid, but you know what? I didn't know what he was really going through. So I had to fall back. And I had to help him. And I had to get him right. Even, you know what? Even if you went, let's say me and you, right? Me and you teachers, right? That's what we want to do. And I come to you and be like, yo, big bro, yo, little bro, check this out, man. This is what such and such is going through in here, right? You know how much you make every 2 weeks. I know how much I make every 2 weeks. This is what me and you gonna do. You shoot me 250, I'm gonna shoot you 250. We're gonna go to Burlington Coat Factory, Ross, Marshall, wherever we're gonna go. We're gonna get this kid some clothes. Don't say nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Don't say nothing. Whoever we need to talk to, try to get the address. We ain't gotta physically go to the house, but we gonna mail this stuff to this kid. We gonna mail the stuff to this kid. You get what I'm saying? And then boom. Let's see how he functions or she functions after she sees this. And they trying to figure out, well, who this came from. Because remember what me and you always said, we ain't got to do it for the clout. I don't need to do this to get this praise, right? Because whatever I do, as long as I do it genuinely and from my heart, that's all that matters, right? But in their mind, they're still trying to figure, who in the world? You get what I'm saying? Who sent me this box? And they sent me some good stuff. Like, who sent? I got clothes. You understand what I'm saying? I got clothes. I got shoes. Like, oh my goodness. Like, wow. Why we can't do that? Because we don't want to do that. Because it's not in my job description. Listen, when you're a teacher, you got every job description. You mama, daddy, auntie, sister, uncle, and you got to be there for them babies as they transition through middle school. You got to be there for them babies. Well, such and such in my class, he's in the 7th grade and he's still reading on the 3rd grade level. 2 things wrong with that. Why would you broadcast that out? And secondly, do something about it. Don't embarrass the child.
Help him.
Help him. Exactly. Get with the reading coach and say, hey, check this out. Such and such in my classroom, I can see he can do it. But right now, his vocabulary is not on the 7th grade vocabulary. He's reading at, okay, I ain't even going to go 3rd grade. He's reading at a 4th grade level. Guess what? He's 3 grades behind. All you got to do is help him. And I guarantee you, by the time you come back, or by the time the next quarter starts, that kid will be reading on 7th grade level. Oh, it's difficult in middle school. Yeah, it is difficult in middle school, especially when the 6th grader is as smart as the next 7th and 8th grader. He reading on the goddamn 12th grade level. And the other kids reading on like a 10th grade level. They're looking like, hold on, man. Hold on, bro. Because little kid over there, little kid in the 6th grade, little kid up here, he reading on some 12th grade stuff. Making me look bad. I don't like that. So we gonna bully him because I ain't feeling that. Because you ain't finna make me look bad. I've been valedictorian, salutatorian since I've been here. You ain't finna come and take my shine. Dude, you can't take your shine. You in the 8th grade. The young man still got 2 years left. What you mad for? He ain't graduated.
You finna go to high school.
Right.
Wait.
So you're mad.
What are you mad for?
You're mad.
Slow down.
For no reason. When all you got to do is go to little kid and say, little kid, check this out, bro. I see you reading on the 12th grade level. I'm on the 10th grade level. What is it that you're doing, to get your vocabulary to where it needs to be and you're reading words like that? Because we do understand there are no such thing as 4.0s anymore, right? We talk about 5.0s now.
No.
You understand what I'm saying? Like 4.89. You look at 4.89? Like, yes, I know I'm going to Stanford, Harvard, or somewhere. No, I'm not going to neither. What school you going to? I'm going to Tuskegee University. Huh? Going to FAMU. Huh? Going to A&T. Aggie Pride. You already know. Alumnus. Aggie Pride. That's my school. North Carolina A&T State University. Yes. Graduated this past May. But all I'm saying is, HBCUs, everybody want to look at you crazy. No. You need to go to Yale.
Like, huh?
Right. You need to go to Yale. You need to go to Harvard. You see how I'm talking, right? Like, that's how they be talking. Like, you need to go to Princeton. Yeah. No, I'm going to Morehouse. I'm going to Spelman. I'm going to Clark. Right? I'm going to Hampton. Right. Going to Virginia State. I'm going to Johnson C. Smith. Like, I'm Fayetteville State, Winston-Salem State. I'm going to Elizabeth City. Like, no, you can't go there. Why not? It's a black school. Okay. It doesn't prepare you for society. I've been prepared with society all my life since I've been in high school. I've seen white, black, Mexican, Latinos. I ain't got to prepare for that. Because I'm going to see it anyway when I graduate. Because guess what? I know I got to compete with the next person from the next school. But what y'all people are trying to realize is our HBCUs have always prepared us to get ready for the real world. That's why when we come in the interview, we always ahead of the game. And if you notice, they're starting to understand, like, oh, boy, these HBCUs ain't playing. I'm sorry, you're qualified, but you're not qualified like her over there. It doesn't matter. I went to Stanford, okay?
Okay.
You went to Stanford. Okay, but she went to Shaw University, and they had one of the top programs there, so I never said you didn't have the job. All I said was you're just not qualified like she is over here. People don't like to hear that word, though. That's what we deal with in middle school, right? You're not qualified to be here. No, I am, because it's a magnet school, and when I left elementary school, I had all A's, and now that I'm here in the 6th grade making all A's, I'm very qualified to be here. Very qualified to be here. You're at a school for medical school of the arts. Yep, and I'm going to be that goddamn surgeon that y'all say that I can't be. You're only in the 6th grade. Surely am. And I'm one of the smart 6th graders here. And I'm in the top of my class from the 6th, 7th through the 8th. And y'all don't like it. Because you try to give me everything hard out the book to make it seem like I can't do it. And every time you tried to make it more challenging, I made it challenging for you as a teacher, because you was like, "God dog it." Yeah. I'm that girl, I'm that dude, I'm that king, I'm that queen, I'm that prince, I'm that princess. I'm that person. And you're not gonna make my career here in middle school, you're not gonna make it tough on me, because every time you come at me, I'm gonna come at you 10 times stronger. And I ain't gotta come at you 10 times stronger with my mouth. I'm gonna come at you 10 times stronger with my mind and my brain.
And then once they graduate, look at them now.
Yeah, and once they graduate, oh yeah, that's right. I'm the same guy who you told me I couldn't do it. I graduated at 16. How you graduated at 6? Yeah, because I was taking them college classes that you said I couldn't take. I'm doing this.
And they'll be like, what?
You taking college classes? Yeah, I'm taking college classes. Yeah, I was at the community college over the summer, taking this type of science, because you told me I wasn't gonna be that surgeon. You told me I wasn't gonna be that engineer, that architect. This is what you told me in middle school. And this is why it's difficult in middle school, because you have a lot of teachers who don't uplift their students. And like I say, I don't bash teachers. It ain't even about me bashing. It's not even about you bashing. It's not even about Damien bashing. Is that you? Or is that Daren? Y'all know I get y'all names mixed up. But I'm just saying, ain't about y'all bashing. You get what I'm saying? It's not about y'all bashing. We see this every day. We see it every day, right? I just can't stand being in school. Like, oh my goodness, here it is, day 15. Just can't be here anymore. So then why'd you do it? Well, because my credentials, and I graduated from this school, and I was on top of my class here. I went to the Harvard University. Somebody cares.
Oh, okay. Okay, you went to Harvard.
Yep, you went to Dartmouth. Okay. Okay. It doesn't matter. And there's nothing. And listen, because you know, everybody always want to try to everybody who graduated from HBCU always got something to say about a PWI. That is not what I'm saying. Because there is nothing wrong with PWIs, and there's nothing wrong with HBCUs. Y'all just be trying to get that mess started because that's just how naive y'all minds are. No, I'm not saying that. It doesn't matter where you came from. You're still a teacher, right? The point of the matter is, wherever school you graduated from, whatever teacher preparation program you came to, at the end of the day, come together and start making sure these kids get what they need.
Preach.
Because high school, I'm gonna be teaching high school history next year. I'm good. You understand what I'm saying? I'm already, because I've subbed. I've subbed from elementary to middle to high school. So I already know what to expect when I get my 9th graders next year. Or my 10th graders. I already know I'm coaching girls basketball. I already know what to expect. You understand what I'm saying? Because I've already done it. So I know how to prepare my mind and prepare them, saying, hey, when you come up in here, we ain't rolling like that. We ain't rolling like that at all. And guess what they say? All right, coach, we got you. Or they know, hey, bro, check this out. Coach Lou, he real cool. He a real cool teacher. When I say real cool, that don't mean you just gonna do anything you want to. But the way he teaches, the way you learn, how laid back he is, bro, you can even listen to music in the room as long as you do what you got to do. But guess what? I'm telling you this, but you need to go and tell X, Y, and Z. You understand what I'm saying? Because now if you tell that person and it gets to the wrong person, then we got to sit up here and be in this boring classroom where it's just quiet. We can't do this. That don't mean I'm not going to still teach with my full potential. You get what I'm saying? It's just that the things that I gave you, you're not going to be able to do it no more. So when you was coming in hearing Nipsey Hussle and Nas and Jay and all them, you don't hear that no more. You listen to Mozart. Y'all mess it up for yourself. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with classical music, but it'll put you to sleep. And I don't need to go to sleep in my class. It's just not gonna be one of them things when you changing classes. You come in bopping your head. You sitting here looking like, hey, coach, man, we had a symphony. I know. Because somebody opened their mouth and they shouldn't have opened their mouth. And that's not for every student.
Doesn't say anything.
Right. My 4th period class shouldn't open their mouth. But first, second, third, and 6th and 7th, they have a great time. It's y'all. But this is how we gotta prepare. This is how we gotta prepare our middle school students to get back on it. Because we have to prepare them. We have to prepare them for high school. But it starts at middle school. People say it started at elementary school. Not really, because elementary school they still they're still children. They're still children in elementary school. They don't have to pick on nobody because all they talk about is toys, going outside. I can color better than you, and that's fine. But when you get to middle school, you ain't got the latest J's.
Totally.
You don't dress from Hollister. You don't dress from Abercrombie and Fitch. You not tying me down like that. You ain't got polo. Oh, okay. That's fine. I might not. I got clothes. What's the problem? Do you shop at Walmart?
I got shoes.
Okay, what's wrong with Walmart? So what? But guess what? If something go wrong, at least I know that my parents are blessed and fortunate enough that they can still afford these things for me. So what? I can't get an $89 shirt that says Polo Ralph Lauren on it. So what? And then what happens when something spills on it? Oh, right. You can't go back and get that same shirt. Not unless your parents balling like that. And then that becomes an issue now. Oh, my mama them got money, but right, your mother has money. You don't have no money like that. Oh, he still got the iPhone 8. So what? I still get the same updates as you. You know what I'm saying? Like, who cares? Who cares? And that's what they do in middle school. Like, they really be on that. Like, I got the iPhone. Okay. And then what happens if it breaks? You got to get that Boost mobile phone now, huh? That don't look like no iPhone to me. You team Android now. You was talking all that smack last week. So my screen cracked. I'm gonna get my phone back. Nobody said you weren't gonna get your phone back. I'm just saying you ain't team Apple right now. You team Android. You right. you with Metro. You know what I'm saying? You with Cricket. You ain't Verizon, T-Mobile, and AT&T and Sprint right now. So you got, yep, I sure do. I got a Boost mobile phone that I pay $45 every month for. So what? You got a flip phone. It still works. I don't care what kind of phone I got. Because I might not be that kid who wants to do text messaging and doing the pictures and stuff. I just need a phone. I just need a phone that works. And a lot of our middle schoolers now, and I don't think a lot of people have been really paying attention to this. A lot of our middle schools now, they blogging, yo. They vlogging now. Like, our middle schoolers are really starting to vlog, yo. YouTube? Oh, yeah. We ain't talking about Snapchat and Instagram no more. Forget all that. These kids are really starting to vlog now, yo. Because they want to get accepted. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel, because this is what I'm doing. And it might be popping. You understand what I'm saying? It might be popping now. But you got to understand this too. They're probably built for that. You know, you look at the Ha Davis, and you look at the Desi Banks and B Simone and King Karan. You get what I'm saying? Like, these were people I never knew until I seen them on Vines and YouTube. And I'm like, who are you? And then I started, looking at their IG, and I'm like, okay, you funny. You get what I'm saying? Like, you really have a talent like that. Some of my kids are like that. Some of my kids can't go to that performing arts school, but they got the gift. They can't go to ballet for real. They might not get into Juilliard, but they got the gift. And they're vlogging now to show you that gift. Like my daughter, she's 4, right? She's in ballet. Like, oh my goodness, does a great job. If my daughter wants to continue that path, like, I play ball, I coach basketball, I'm not forcing her to play that. She might be like, Dad, I want to play ball. But fine. But if she say, hey, Daddy, I want to go to school for dance, she let me and her moms know that. Hey, we gonna support you, baby. We gonna support you. And then if she say, well, Mommy and Daddy, how can I get to Juilliard? Okay, now we gotta definitely get you ready. You understand what I'm saying? Because we gotta prepare you, because you ain't the only person who want to go there. You have to audition for these people. We gotta make sure your audition is on point. So what that means for us, we might have to save $5,000 to get you the right person to train you and prepare you. But that investment is worth it. This is how we gotta do our kids in middle school. If we're going to invest them, we gotta invest in them all the way.
Yep.
I think that's a good holiday treat, on this Christmas Eve. Definitely. But like I say, it's always a pleasure. Y'all got two other guests coming in, especially Mr. Adele. Oh man, y'all got some treats coming for y'all. So just be prepared for 2020.
Oh yeah, 20. We'll be ready. We'll be ready. We'll be ready. We'll be ready. Yeah. Don't you worry about that. We'll be ready.
Yeah. And trust me, this is my family now. So trust me. All they got to do is just say, hey, Miss Luther, we talking about this, but you already know I'm going to tell you, yeah. You already know I'm going to tell you, yeah. So y'all ain't even got to. Hey, listen, let me tell you something else too. You can laugh. Miss Luther coming on the come up. Cause next week, next Monday, is it next Monday? When is the 30th? Monday? Is it Monday? Next Monday. I get to be on Mr. Kwame
Monday
show next Monday. So I'm coming up in life. I'm coming up. I get to be on Kwame show next week. Man, please. I'm coming up in life. I'm coming up in the podcast game. I can't wait. So, I got to get my Harvard and Yale and Dartmouth on now, inside joke. But I'm just saying, I got to be. But nah. But for real though, man, 2019 has been great. I really appreciate y'all. And like I said, anytime, anything that y'all want to talk about that's on your mind heavy, and I know that I've experienced or anybody experienced, man, we love to just get back on here and continue to, talk. And continue to just put our voices out here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, most definitely. yeah, that's gonna be a wrap because I don't want to take time out of your day on this Christmas
Yeah,
Eve.
gotta get to my babies. Gotta get to my babies.
It's not gonna be popcorn long, but it's, you know. So the question of the day for this Christmas Eve is, why are middle school years so important? You can answer that question by using the hashtag Future Educators Talk and Future Educators Talk S2 on our social medias, on Twitter, and then on Instagram and on Facebook. I would like to thank Mr. Luther for being on here today on this Christmas Eve.
Aggie Pride. Yes. I just wanted to throw that out there, y'all. National Black Champion. Yes. Want to let y'all know that we did whoop up on Alcorn State last Saturday too. Just want to let y'all know that Aggie Pride. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I just had to throw that out there though.
Yeah, I saw your post. Yeah, I saw your post. So.
Oh man. Well, I appreciate y'all. Thank you.
You're so welcome. He will be on Mr. Kwame show on Monday. So if you like him during on this podcast, make sure you tune in on Monday. Well, he'll be on Mr. Kwame show. So yeah, make sure you tune in on Monday because if you think this is gonna be, if you think this is a fun episode, just wait until Monday. Oh yeah, just wait until Monday. You're in for a treat, really, on Monday. So stay tuned. So that is it on this Christmas Eve, this double header Christmas Eve. Until then, on the next episode, I will, where everybody's, everybody's, no. Mr. Kwame is coming back on Friday, where we're going to talk about trauma-informed teaching, the how and the why. So that's what we're going to talk about on Friday. And also, Mr. Kwame's last day is also Monday. So, and Daniel's will be back on Monday. So everybody's coming together as a big family on Monday. So make sure you tune in on Monday. So I hope you have a marvelous Christmas Eve. Until then, I will see y'all on Friday, December 27th. Yep, that is going to be that.
All right. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas. See y'all on Friday.